Hello, grade 3 students. So, the last class we finished on page 31, real and tonal sequences. We have about 15 days till your exams, so we need to push on. This will be the final video. Hopefully we could do it in one, but we might have to do it into two parts. We will see how it goes. So, with this subject, I will do the first one, well, explain it to you. Then I will do two with you to see how it goes. So let's make a start. A sequence, if you remember, is like an ostinato, but ostinatos are, ostinati, which is two ostinatos, more than one. So ostinati are exactly the same. Sequences are the same in like a pattern, same kind of pattern, but it starts in a different place. Look at this one here. These are sequences, two quavers and a third quaver, but the third quaver is one step down. Look here, two quavers and another quaver, one step down, they're the same. Two quavers, another quaver, one step down. So you can see that these three have a similar pattern. They are actually sequences. The question is, are they real sequences or tonal sequences? So, how do we see? We see that from the second, okay, the first two quavers are the same, CC. Here is BB, here is GG. So these are exactly the same. So the question is, are the second to third note exactly the same? C to B fret. This is B fret because of the key signature. C to B fret. C to B is one semitone. C to B fret is a tone. So C to B fret is a tone. I'm going to put T here. That's a tone. This one here, B fret to A. B fret to A. That is a semitone. So these two are not exactly the same. So because they're different, but the actual shape is the same, this is a tonal sequence from this one to this one. The next one, G to F. Is that a tonal semitone? G to F. It's a tone. So this last sequence is exactly the same as this sequence. So it's a real sequence. I hope you understand. Real means every interval is the same in the sequence. Tonal means the interval may not be the same. Okay, with that in mind, let's do this one together. The next one. Where is the sequence? We have a crotchet followed by four quavers going up. We have a crotchet, the next note goes down. Yes, down a third, and then it goes up a step by step. Look here. Can you see? Let me zoom in a bit. This one here is the same. Look, we have a note crotchet here. It goes down a third, then goes up step by step in quavers. So this and this are the same. That's the sequences. So we found a sequence. Now we've got to know, is it a real sequence or a tonal sequence? Let's see. D to B is a minor third. Here, C to A, that is also a minor third. So yes, so far so good. B to C is a semitone. B to C, semitone. Here we have A to B. A to B, that's a semitone. A to B, no, it's a tone. So these sequences are not exactly the same. They're not exactly the same, they're different. So this is not a real sequence, it's a tonal sequence. Tonal sequence. It's not real. And let's do one more. Let's go to the next page, 32. Page 32. And let's do the Mozart. The Mozart. Real sequence or tonal sequence. Here is the sequence. We have 4 semiquavers followed by a crotchet. We have it again. 4 semiquavers followed by a crotchet. The semiquavers, it goes from this note, it goes up high and goes down 1, up 1, back down. No. This one here, same kind of thing. At the note here, it goes up high, goes down 1, up 1, and back down. Big to a big O. So, is it a real sequence or tonal sequence? Let's check the intervals. A to A is an octave. B flat, remember the key signatures here? B flat to B flat is an octave. So far, so good. Now, A to G sharp, tone or semitone. A to G sharp is a semitone. So this has to be a semitone as well to be looking good. B flat to A, B flat to A, tone or semitone. It's a semitone. So far, they're exactly the same. Then back to B flat, semitone, back to A, semitone, then down an octave here. Down an octave here. Wow, this is exactly the same. So this is a real sequence because it's exactly the same. Every interval is perfect. Alright, so that should be quite easy for you. So do the rest for homework. Be ready for your exam. You have an exam preparation, your next class on Saturday. Now we move on to dominant triads. Dominant triads. What's a dominant? Dominant is the 5th degree of a scale. I'll do it on white paper. So, in C major, C is a tonic. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, sorry, can you see? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, the 5th note in G major is G. Sorry, the 5th note in C major is G. So G is the dominant of the key of C major. G is the dominant. Okay, when we speak about tonics and dominant and subdominant, they usually write it in Roman numerals. So I shall do it again. Roman numerals. We have a I, which is 1. 2 I's 2. 3 I's is 3. I, then V is 4. V is 5. Okay? So, in C major, I is C, 2 is D, 3 is E, F is 4, G is 5. And what is a dominant? Dominant is V. Dominant is the 5th. Dominant. Okay, when you write dominant, so you just know what I'm talking about. Dominant equals 5th degree equals 5 in Roman numerals. Now, also you should know what 4 is. 4, the 4th degree of a scale, is called the subdominant. Subdominant equals 4th degree. Yeah, subdominant is 4, dominant is 5. In E major, what is a dominant? The tonic in E major is E, the tonic. F, G, A, B, C, D, E. The tonic is E, the dominant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The dominant in E major is B. What's the subdominant in E major? The subdominant is A. A equals subdominant. B equals the dominant. In C major, what is the subdominant? I'm losing focus here. That's better. Sorry about that. The subdominant in C major is F. C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, 4 is F. Subdominant equals 4. Okay, so let's look at page 33. The first question, it says, here are some major scales. Write triads on the tonic and dominant degrees of the scale and label them with Roman numerals. Okay, so the first one is B flat major. The dominant, number 5 in B flat, B, C, D, E, F. F is a dominant in B flat major. And as you can see, they have done the triad over F because it's a dominant. They've also done the triad over the tonics, B flat here and B flat here. This is pretty simple. Do all of them. Now it says minor triads. Minor triads in minor keys. Sorry, dominant triads. Dominant triads in minor keys. In minor, the tonic is, can you see that? A small I. Small I means minor. Big I means major. So, the question is, in E minor, what is the dominant of E minor? It's actually the same as the dominant in E major. What you would do is with the E minor, this is little I for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, not these 6. Okay. Now there is a little difference. Let's look over here. It says here, dominant triads in minor keys are built on the 5th degree of the minor scale. Here, the 5th degree. It has G sharp. Why has it got G sharp? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what scale? A minor. A minor may have a sharp. Why? Because it's a 7th degree. G here, can you see? Has a sharp. This is a harmonic minor scale. That's where G sharp comes from. Here is the dominant triad in a key of A minor. The G is raised because G sharp is a 7th degree. It tells you right there what I just said. Right. Let's go down a bit more. The dominant triad is often labeled with a Roman numeral, big 5, showing that the chord is built on the 5th degree of the scale. Composers could also label the dominant triad in A minor using chord symbols like this. Where's the chord symbol? Chord symbol, remember? This is chord symbol. Okay, so let's look at one. I'll do one with you, and you could do the rest by yourself. What chord is, what scale is this? E minor. Okay, so you have to make a, what's the question? Here are some harmonic minor scales. Write triads on the 1st and 5th degrees of the scales and label them with Roman numerals. Okay, so here's the tonic. We're going to do the triad. Can you see? Label it with the Roman numeral. Is this a major or minor? Minor, it's going to be little I then. Dominant, where's the dominant? The 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it into a triad. Because it's harmonic, we're going to have to raise this note. Why? Because this note is sharpened in a harmonic. So I put the sharp here before the note. And here, last note is also going to be the tonic. So make it into a triad. There's your answer. Easy peasy. Okay, do the rest for homework. Next page, we go to page 37. Chord progression. Chord progression means when you play a song, when you start from one chord, go to the next chord, that movement from one chord to the next chord is called progression. So, this is very easy, don't worry. It says here, label the triads with Roman numerals to show the chord progression. Okay, the first one here, you see, is F sharp and C sharp. D major or B minor is B minor. So this B triad is actually the tonic. It's a minor, so you put little I. This F chord is the dominant, because B, C, D, E, F, 5. So it's big V, little I. Next one, let's do this. I'll do this one with you. This is E minor, because F sharp. E minor chord would be little I. Then it goes to B, a B chord. B is what in E minor? Dominant or subdominant or what else? What is it? E, F, G, A, B. It's the dominant. So you put big 5. Same chord, big 5, then back to that. So it's the same answer. Next one, you can see where the chord symbols are. Do the rest the same way. Quite simple. Any questions you could ask me in class? And let's move on. Page 38. Similar motion. What is similar motion? All right, for playing piano, when you do your scales in piano, you actually do a scale in similar motion. Because when you press the C in your right hand, and you go to D, go to E, go to F, your left hand is doing the same thing. C to D to E to F. So similar motion means 2 notes going the same way. We'll be going up, then down, then up, then down, 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 up, down, up. Yeah? Imagine that. So let me zoom out so you see my hands. So imagine you've got 2 notes. And when when one note goes up, the other one goes up. When the next note goes down, the other one goes down. When notes go down again, they both go down. When they go up, they both go up. When they both go up, they go up. They go up, they go down, they go down. They move the same way. That is similar motion. So, this one here, is this similar motion? Let's see. You've got 2 notes here. They're the same, they're the same. This goes up, this goes up. This goes up more, this goes up more. This goes down, this goes down. Similar motion. It's doing the same thing. Yeah, up and down at the same time. That's what similar motion means. So, with that in mind, do the rest for homework. Contrary motion Next page, page 39. Contrary motion means they go in the opposite direction. So, let me zoom out again. Can I zoom out? All right, so 2 notes. If one note goes up, this note will go down. If this note goes down, this one goes up. So we're going up, down, up, down, down, up. They're going like that. See that? That is contrary motion. Look here. Can you see his 2 notes? Then this note goes up, so this note goes down. This note goes up, so this note goes down. So that's his contrary motion. Look here. Let's look at this one here. These are notes. We're going to compare the notes. This note goes up a fifth. This note goes down. This note goes up. This note goes down. Contrary motion. Contrary motion is the opposite to similar motion. Quite easy. Do not worry. Alright, let's move on. Writing a bass line, page 40. So, this song is in G major or E minor. It starts with G, ends in G, it must be G major. Okay, so we know it's G major. So this says use the tonic bass line. The tonic in G major is G, so you put a G. This one says use the dominant bass. So dominant in G, G, A, B, C, D, 5. So we got to use D here. Here it says use dominant, D. Here, use tonic, they put a G there. That's all you must do for this page. Find out the key, then you know what the tonic is, and you know what the dominant is, and just put the bass notes in place to give a bass line. And that's really how you write music. Haha, so now you can write songs. Next page says minor keys. Same exact thing. Find out the key, put a tonic. Little I means could be a minor, that's all it means. So this is what, D major? No, because it's a minor. So it's B minor, so the tonic is B, so you put a B down, little I. Understand? Oh, sure you do. Next subject. Okay, so this one here, writing a tune. This looks very similar to the last one. What is the difference? Oh, okay, so the last one you were doing the bass. This one, you have to use the tune, you have to make the tune. The question is, use notes from the tonic or dominant triads shown by the Roman numerals to write a tune. So what's that mean? It means only use the tonic or dominant triad notes in your tune. So let's see. This says big, what's the key? The key is what? B flat major. So what's the tonic in B flat major? B flat. Let's write it here. B flat. And in B flat major, what is the dominant? B, C, D, E, F. F. F is the dominant. I'm going to put F here. I'm going to put V for dominant and little I for tonic. So what she's saying, use notes from the tonic or dominant triads. So what is a triad of B flat? B flat, D, and F. That's the triad of B flat. What is the triad of F? F, A, C. Yes? Okay. So, in this case, when we see the 1, which means tonic, we can use these notes. The tonic triad. Can you see what they did? B, D, B. They used the B, D, B. They didn't want to use F. You don't have to use all the notes. You could do B, 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 but just use the notes on this. When you see I, do the same thing. Tonic, all your tonic on triad notes. V, which is F, you could use these notes. And they chose to use just the A there, but you could choose F, A, C, you could use all of them, you could use some of them. Just make sure you use the notes of the triad. Because this is dominant triad, this is the tonic triad. Do the same thing for the rest of the page. Any questions, you can write to me, you can hold it for class. Remember, you have exam coming up, a practice exam on Saturday. Okay, page 45, not from toilet. Same thing, but in minor keys. Should have no problems. Right. 4-part chords, page 47. Alright, so when you're writing songs for choirs or you're writing for orchestra, you can write several parts to be played together in harmonies. The question is, okay, please read this so you understand. I'm going to go straight to what's happening here. It says here, circle the 2 roots. What's root? Root is a tonic. Circle the 2 roots in the following chords. Here's a chord. Here's a 4-part. 4-part means 4 different voices, 4 different notes. It's a 4-part harmonies. It's called 4-part harmony. Okay, so what's the root? This is 2 sharps, actually a D chord, so it's D major. The root is D. That's circled, that's circled. This one here. What's the key? You've got F sharp, it's G major or E minor. I see a chord of E here, so it must be E minor. Plus you could see the little I. So that tells you also straight away it's a minor chord. Okay? So the root would be E. There's an E here, and there's an E at the top. Quite easy. I want to actually read this and do it yourself. I want to see if you can understand things by yourself. We'll go through it on class. Page 48. Perfect cadences. Perfect cadences. To be honest, I don't know why they're talking about perfect cadences now. I really don't. And to explain this, I don't see why or what is relevant. But obviously, you do need to understand what a perfect cadence is. Okay. In music, in progression, most songs you hear on the radio, you hear in music in general, this is how it goes. I'm going to write, let's do it in C major. So I'm going to do C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. In C major, C is the tonic, which is 1, the root, the tonic. F is 4, or subdominant. G is 5, which is what? Dominant. Remember, here is tonic. Here is tonic. And what is B? B is called the leading note. Leading note. So, as I said, this is how most music is. You start on the tonic chord. Yeah? Bum, 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 bum. Then you might go to a 5 chord. Bum, bum. And you go back to the tonic. Bum, bum. Because the dominant follows the tonic. So every time you go to a dominant chord, you can actually guess where you're going to go next. Oh, I'm on a dominant, I'm going to go to where? The tonic. If you go to C chord, then you go to an E chord, you don't go back to C. You don't actually have to go C. But when you find yourself on the dominant chord, you feel like you have to go back to the tonic. The dominant follows the tonic. The dominant follows the tonic. That is how it goes. When that happens, we call that a perfect cadence. Okay, have I explained that well? I'm not even sure. Let's make an example. If I make a song, you might go 1, 1, dominant, and back to 1. Then you might go to 4. After 4, I'm talking about chords here, triads. After 4, it might go to 5, but after 5, it will go to 1. What does that sound like? Let's make a, just so you understand and what you gradually feel. Well, here's a 1 chord. Can you hear it? 1, 1, 5. Can you hear it? 5, 1, 4, 5, 1. Let's do it again. Every time you hear 5, you feel like you're going to 1. You can feel it. Alright. Which is why I'm talking about the 7th note. In C major, the 7th note is B. And this note goes with the dominant triad. So you'll see that when you play the dominant triad, when G goes back to C, the B goes up to C. Because this, being part of the dominant, must also go to 1. How does that work? Okay, let's get some manuscript paper. Alright, so here, do treble clef and do bass clef. What I'm going to do, I've lost my pencil. Ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to write a C chord. Can you see? Let's zoom in. A C 4-part chord. So I use my C, E, G. C, E, G. Yeah? That's a 1 chord. Alright, so this first note here is the 1. This is a 5. This is a 3. And this is a 5. Okay. Is there 7? No. What is 7 in C? B. And B is the leading note, which will go up back to a tonic. So let's do a dominant chord now. Dominant chord of C major is what? G. So I'm going to put G here. G. I'm going to put here G. And in the chord we've got B and we've got D. So I'm going to put D here and B. Okay. Now, this 5, this is a dominant, so what will the next chord be? The next chord would be the dominant follows the tonic. So going back to 1 would be a C chord. Now to make this a perfect cadence, we've got to make this dominant G go back to C. So I'll do a C chord. I'm going to put an E here because it's C chord. But this note is what? What number? What degree? In C, this is degree 7. It's the leading note. The leading note goes up to the tonic. So when you see that the dominant goes to a tonic, and you see the leading note going to the tonic, you recognize that as a perfect cadence. Perfect cadence has a sound. What it sounds like, I shall play a perfect cadence. I need to put the camera down a second, so sorry it might get a bit boring. 1 second. Here we go. 1, 5, 1. Perfect cadence, listen. So when you hear it in music, you know that is called a perfect cadence. And that is what it looks like. Leading note to tonic, 5 to 1 together. Page 49, transposing tunes up or down an octave. Down an octave is down 8 notes. Very easy, you've done this in grade 2. So I sure had to explain this really that much. So what I'm going to do is just do this one with you to see what it means. So it says here, transpose the following tunes down an octave into the bass clef to make them suitable for a cello or bassoon to play. Okay, so first, if it's bass, make sure you change where your B fret and E fret are. Can you see this properly? Okay, so the B fret will be second line because it's bass, and the E would be the third space because it's bass. Okay, so the B, we bring it down octave. Make sure it's the same minim. This is F, bring it down to F. Okay, D, bring that D down octave, which is here, third line. F, bring it down 8 notes, down octave. B, bring it down, B is there. This one is D, bring D down. That D will be a ledger D in the bass. We're going down octave, is right there. And we finish up the F, bring it down. Could be quite high, this F. Then do the crotchet rest and do your end bar. That is the answer. Very simple. Do the same with the rest of the ones. Page 51, the Italian. Make sure you know every word in Italian in your grade 3, in your grade 2. I shall put grade 2 one on the screen now, so you need to actually copy it down. You can't sadly show you. Remember, all these words in grade 2. Here we go. Let me zoom out a bit. That is grade 2. If you to pause the screen. Copy it down. You need to know your grade 2 words because you might get grade 2 words in your exam. You need to remember these words. Don't just forget these words after your exams. And the final subject is page 52, analysis. Analysis is to study a piece of music intensely and see what is happening. So let's go through this one. The piece of music is on 52, page 52. First question, in which key is this piece? We see 2 frets. It could be B flat major or G minor. We're not sure. It starts, the first bass line starts on B, so it must be B. Well, let's see, it finishes on a B chord. So it starts on B, finishes on a B chord. Do you have any accidentals? No. So it's B flat major. It's B flat major. Second, what note is a tonic in this piece? Of course, B flat. What note is the so in this piece? Oh, S-O-H, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so. So means dominant. So means dominant. Like do means tonic, so means dominant. So the answer is B, C, D, E, F, dominant. Write a Roman numeral below the last chord of this piece to show that a tonic chord accompanies the tune. So you're going to put a big I, tonic, major. Write a Roman numeral below the last dotted crotchet beat of bar 23 to show that the dominant chord accompanies the tune here. Right, so bar 23. Bar 20, 21, 22, 23, the dotted note. Where's the dotted note? Dotted note, where is that? Did I read it wrong? Write a Roman numeral below the last dotted. I'm sorry, but question 5, dotted crotchet beat, I don't agree that this makes sense, this question. I don't see a dotted crotchet in bar 23. Let's move on. Number 6. Looking at the chord progression you have written by doing questions 4 and 5, name the cadence that ends this piece. The cadence. I guess it'd be a perfect cadence because only one that we have studied in grade 3. Ha ha ha. But let's see. So, right here at the last bar, we see that the last notes here are Fs. F is the dominant of B flat. So this could be a perfect cadence, dominant for a tonic. This is B, F to B. That is 5 to 1, F to B. So that's a dominant for a tonic. Is this a perfect cadence? Which means the 7th note, the leading note, should follow up to a tonic also. So what's the leading note in B flat? Leading note is number 7. B, C, D, E, F, G, A. A is number 7. Is the number 7 here? Yeah, look here. There's an A here. A, the 7, goes up to a tonic. So this is a perfect cadence. 5 to 1, leading note to tonic. Perfect, perfect cadence. Number 7, circle a 1 octave arpeggio in this piece. Arpeggio going up. Okay, where's arpeggio? Well, obviously they've done it for us, but you can see what they mean. This is a tonic triad, followed by the tonic. That is a arpeggio going up. Number 8. How many notes higher or lower is the sequence in bars 9 to 12? Repeated. Bars 9 to 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the sequence here, let's see where it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. F, 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 D, B, G. Okay. G, 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 E, C, B. Okay, so it's a sequence there. So F, 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 blah, 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 G, G, blah, blah, blah. That's a sequence. 2 bar sequences. Okay, so what's the question? In the sequence, how many notes higher or lower? Okay, so it starts on F, this sequence, and this sequence starts on G, so it's 1 note higher. Number 9. Is the sequence in bars 9 to 12 real or tonal? Oh my gosh, we have to work this out. Okay, so F, 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 G, G, over here is the same. That's the same. That is the same. F here, F to D. F, G, A, B, C, D. F, G, A, B, C, D. That's a 6. Okay. And G to E, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's a 6 also. So are they both major 6 or minor 6? F to D, how many semitones? F to F sharp. Let's write it down. I want you to actually write this down in your exam to make sure you don't make any mistakes. So F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. That is the first sequence. The second sequence is G to E. So I'm gonna put, well, I'll just continue. D sharp to E. So let's do the first one. F to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 semitones. G to E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 semitones. So far, this interval and this interval are the same. Let's go down now. D to B. How many intervals? D. We're going down. 1. D to where? D to B flat. Sorry. 1. Remember, B flat and A sharp are the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 semitones. Here, E to C. E flat to C. Oh my gosh, made a mistake. Made a mistake. This is where we can make mistakes. I'm very glad we made this mistake, because we can actually see how mistakes are made and how we can fix them. Let's start again. F, we're going to do the first ones again. F to D, how many semitones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 semitones. Okay, look at this one here. G, where's the mistake? This is E flat. Look at the key signature. E flat. So G to E flat. E flat and D sharp are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're different. So this is 9 semitones. This is 8 semitones. So this is actually not a real sequence, it's a tonal sequence. Now, think about the mistake that I made, and then see how you had to correct these mistakes. Number 10, why are the quavers beamed together in 3s in bar 19? Where's bar 19? Bar 19 is here. It's beamed in 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it is compound time. In compound, we do things in 3s, remember? Okay. What's their answer? Because the main beat is a dotted crotchet. Yes. Compound. Dotted crotchet. 3. Alright, either answer would be okay. Number 11. Does this piece start on an upbeat or a downbeat? 6, 1, 2. It's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6. Yeah? It's upbeat. And also to know that this is also called anacrusis, remember? All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 up, 5 down, 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you count these things. Okay. What is the musical word for the music that does not start on the first beat? This does not start on the first beat. It's not a complete bar, is it? It's not a complete bar. This does not start on the first beat. The first beat of this song starts here. So this is called anacrusis, as I said before. Anacrusis. How many quavers could fit into the tied B flat in bar 8? Where's the tied B flat in bar 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. The tied B flat. Yeah? How many... Let's see, how many quavers can fit in there? In this, we can fit 3 quavers. And this is 1 quaver. So it'll be 4. Number 14. Look at the box notes in bars 20 to 22. Comment on the pitch. 20, 22. The box notes. Comment on the pitch. Comment on the pitch. Well. Box note here. And box note here. The pitch. Pitch means what is the note. C is a pitch. A is a pitch. So this pitch is F, F, D, F, B. F, F, D, F, B are the pitches. Oh, F, F, D, F, B. They're the same. The treble notes are the same pitch as the bass notes, but an octave lower. What do you say here? It says here the notes in the bass part are 1 octave lower than those in the treble. Okay, and last one. What does vivo mean? Vivo. Check your Italian words. Okay, so I hope you understand everything. Just watch the video a few times, you'll be okay. And good luck with your exam. Practice exam this Saturday. And good luck with the proper exam on May 9th.